Hey everybody, it's Angelo Nicholas again. It is day 17 of recovery. If you want to help me out, don't forget to subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I'd love to interact with you guys, and at the same time, it's helping me out, and it's free. Don't forget that. So, today is, like I said, day 17. I believe it is Friday. And having a good day, feeling a little bit more energized. Woke up a little bit earlier today. Fell asleep a little late, but got good quality sleep, so that's what matters. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about
That's okay, take your time.
and I apologize for all the pauses because I'm kind of getting comfortable with what form length I want my videos. If I want to do really long form, short form, I've made a couple of varying lengths so far. And it looks like the shorter form stuff between 8 to 10 minutes is really what I'm comfortable with, what's the most manageable with everything else that's going on around me, and is the easiest to make consistently, edit sometimes, put some funny or just a little bit more entertaining parts into the video and still have it have quality meaning. So I'm probably going to stick to shorter form now. Let me know if you want something longer form. I know my first video was pretty long. That was kind of a trial, a little bit of learning the process, and as I've gotten comfortable, dialed it in a little bit more. And today I wanted to talk about having to deal with physicians' appointments, making calls, all that fun stuff that fortunately it is part of the healthcare system and just complicates the way that everything is done to get to the point to make your appointments and get better. So for me, generally, I see my neurologist every 6 months, so twice a year. It is very difficult because not only are they very packed, but my neurologist is in the city, and it's a higher quality visit when it's in person, so it does take a little bit more effort to get there. But as I said, I do trust who is treating me, so the in-person visits are worth it. You do get more out of it, so I would recommend to do in-person visits when you can.
Just do it!
Telehealth is a great thing as well. I've used it times when I was in college and I couldn't make it out to the city, or just when, something comes up, and if you need to change it, or you just know that during this week it's not going to work and you just need some quick communication, telehealth is great, and advocate for it heavily. I've used it in the past, will use it in the future, and that's just one tool to use, but I do recommend to keep on a consistent basis with your physicians, as you only see them so much. So try to see them in person when you can. I know it's not that fun, but it is just that much more worth it to get what you're paying for out of your insurance and paying that basically what they're getting paid for their time. So make sure that they use it properly and give you the right information to make informed decisions about your health, that you can have the best outcome for yourself. Because, like I said, they are high quality physicians, they know what they're doing, but they too are busy, deal with a lot of people, and sometimes you are just a number. So make sure that you push to have yourself taken care of. Take care of yourself, because if you can't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anybody else.
Knowledge.
And I'm trying to stick to that. So definitely advocating for myself, getting healthier, and just getting more comfortable with navigating the healthcare system. So that's my neurologist. Then of course there's making appointments for scans, whether it be an MRI or a CT scan. So I had to do that multiple times through the years. There's a plane going on overhead. If there's any interference, you can hear, and some cars driving by. But I've done probably, I know, dozens of MRIs. At one point, I was doing them between every 4 to 6 months for years on end. However, now dialed back a little bit. Don't do them as much, but have done a lot more stuff recently just for the testing for the SEEG.
Not another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this.
Which, like I said, went well. We are, towards the end run on the hard part being over, which is nice. But lots of MRIs, CT scans, CAT scans, with and without contrast, fasted, not fasted, blood tests, and I would say make appointments when you can, because I know you may hesitate and think you're not really feeling it today, but those places are busy. They book up fast, and you'd be surprised at how far out things get pushed when you say, I'm gonna wait. So for example, when I wanted to book my SEEG appointment, they told me that after I had done everything, that I basically would have to wait a whole nother, almost, I believe it was like a month and a half, before I was able to get the procedure done. However, there's a whole lot of other things that they do behind the scenes, and they explain to us. And one thing that I thought was very interesting is that they talked about practicing the operation, and I was curious about that. But it turns out they actually did a 3D rendering of my brain based on all the information that they have gathered throughout the years, through all of my EEGs, and basically did a mock surgery to see that they could do everything successfully. And then after that is done and they're comfortable with how the brain is mapped and making sure that they don't go through any blood vessels so that there's no internal bleeding, they do a mock surgery. Then they do the actual surgery at a later time. And obviously practice is important, so it's nice to know that they're allowed to practice, make mistakes, learn where they can and can't go, for that to be more effective. For when my neurosurgeon told me when I had the ablations done, I'm probably going to be having a MRI in between 3 and 6 months, depending on activity and how I'm feeling, to see if the tissue has finally started to degrade and basically deteriorate due to its exposure during the SEEG. So I've got to make more appointments for that. Really not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to finding out if progress was made on that end of it. Like I said, spirits are up today, feeling good, and talking about appointments, like MRIs, CAT scans, EEGs. EEGs are a complicated one in their own right because they are usually a hospital stay. So there's not really a set time limit. Same with the stereo EEG. They weren't really sure how long I was going to be there. We thought I was going to be there relatively shortly. Turned out I was there for 2 weeks. So
Damn! God damn! God damn!
Things happen and can change very fast. Same with EEGs. Last year in November, I was supposed to be doing EEG for I think between 5-7 days is like the prediction. Wound up being there for 9, and that wasn't fun. And I've done EEGs for as long as like 2 weeks and gotten nothing from them. So, like I said, healthcare is complicated. Everything in this world is complicated now. Hope you guys are, taking care of yourselves, whether you have a health issue or you don't, whether you're learning about something for yourself or someone else. I hope I am helping. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. Look forward to continuing making these videos and kind of just going free flow with the length that feels comfortable based on the day. And once again, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys soon.